Good morning, Coco fam, viewers, and wonderful readers. I have the most supportive community, and I am grateful for each of you. I am here at my sister's. She is sleeping. I'll tell you about that, and I honestly don't know what's going to come out in this video. It's just morning coffee with Debra, and so I came out on the front porch. My sister's sleeping. I may have already said that. It is so hard to be without my Bandit, and I know all of you that have expressed love and concern and sympathy and condolences get that, and so many of you have shared that you have lost your pets recently or over the years and that you get it, and I know that you get it. I just didn't realize how big of a hole he would leave. We were together 24/7 except for the times when he was in the hospital over the years. And I don't know what life is going to be like without him in my rig. I don't even know how I'm going to be in my casita. And you know, everyone loses loved ones and has to go through this grief. I apologize for the traffic noise. My sister lives on a very busy inner Dallas street, so we're deep in the Metroplex and it's quite loud. I'm not even sure what that noise is I'm hearing right now. But I'm so out of my element here, being in the city and being in the traffic, and I want to take this moment to not only give each of you a shout out for all the love and support, and just it has helped more than you know. We got to the Dallas-Fort Worth area Friday 5 o'clock traffic because when I got up Friday morning, yesterday morning, was that yesterday morning? No, I guess that was, I don't know. I think today is Sunday. I'm losing track. Yeah, I think today is Sunday. When I got up Friday morning, the day after Bandit died, he died on Thursday, and if you haven't seen that tribute video, please go watch it, and thank you all for the wonderful loving comments on there. I had to do that tribute video. It was my way of capturing him and keeping him with me, and I had to do that, and I appreciate Frugal RV Gal for letting me take time to do that before we hit the road. But it meant that she had to drive in Friday 5 o'clock traffic, and I didn't calculate that, and I honestly, each of you have meant so much to me and have kept me going. But Frugal RV Gal and Sammy are my family, and they're not here right now. She dropped me off yesterday, and I'm going to share some family photos with my Coco fam patrons and YouTube channel members. I'm not putting them on the World Wide Web, but they will go out to the Coco fam patrons and YouTube channel members, and I want to thank them too for all of their ongoing support. And I have new members that I'll be welcoming as soon as I can. Just dealing with a lot right now, but Frugal RV Gal and Sammy are my family, and I don't know what I would do without them. And I'm here with family, so that probably sounds really weird, but my sister is a lot older than me. She is not doing well, has Alzheimer's, and I'm not gonna probably see her again. My stepsister, Cherie, who you guys have met on videos, she's been my sister for 30 plus years, almost 40 years. And we're very close. She's my real sister. Well, Shirley is too, the one I'm here visiting. But she was 15 when I was born, and so she left home, got married at 16. And so I grew up with her kids more than her, but we're very close, and I'm very glad to get to see her and spend this time with her. And I bet I am out of my element here in the city, and without my Bandit and without my family, Jana and Sammy. But Jana will come pick me up this afternoon. Since I was here, it allowed my niece and Shirley's grandson to take the weekend off, and I'm so very grateful that I was able to do that for them. And I've got to get back in and check on sister here in a minute, but I wanted to touch base with you guys. My sister lost her husband, my brother-in-law, of 42 years in June, and his grandson has been staying here. He and his wife stayed here to take care of my brother-in-law, his grandfather, until he died, and they have continued to stay here and help with my sister Shirley, and then her daughter stays here also, and but that will be moving sister out soon. They will be. I'm leaving today, and we'll be heading back home. And like I said, I didn't know what I might share on this, but it has been nice to see family even under the circumstances. And I want to thank my sister Cherie and her daughter Elizabeth and her husband Cody. They brought Cherie out to see me and my sister Shirley. Lots of SHs there. Y'all have met Cody and Elizabeth on previous videos because we've camped with them several times. And so it has been nice, but I can't do city, and I'm grieving Bandit, and I'm grieving my sister, and I slept in my late sister's bed who lived here till she died, and it's just all a bit much. And so I'm gonna go in and I'll treat my sister's bed like a couch bed and not lay there with her, but sit there with her today and finish my coffee. And I just wanted to touch base and say thank you again for all that you do and for being on this journey. I started to say with me and Bandit. Oh, I do want to say too that when I first got on the road, I had my two beautiful dogs, Nani and Bentley, that were with me even through TBI rehab after my brain surgery. The doctor let them come stay with me, and that was so lovely. And then they got on the road with me, and they both died in 2017. And what Nani and Bentley did for me, and that's why he made it where they could come stay with me, was because I was so cognitively gone back in those days. I would wake up and I wouldn't know where I was or what day it was, and not just disoriented. I mean, I never could figure it out. It didn't matter if I had calendars and clocks and all of that in my room. My brain wasn't able to process that, but I always knew my dogs. It was so funny, and I always knew I was safe. I was like, okay, I don't know where I am. I don't know what's going on, but I know my dogs. And so Nani and Bentley got me through all of that, and we traveled together, and I started getting better. And then unfortunately I lost them, and I thought, when they died, I thought, you guys, y'all died right when I'm getting better, and we could have really had a great life. And I feel that way with, and then later I got, in 2019, I got Bandit. A lot of you have noted that he was 10 years old. He would be 10 in October. He didn't quite make his 10th birthday. I didn't have him for 10 years. The first 3.5 years of his life were horrific abuse. So I only got to be with Bandit for 6 years. And thank you for the kind words that he had a good life, because that does help. He died right when I got that home. I had just ordered fencing to put up so that he could go in and out of the casita without being on leash. Life was just beginning to turn a corner for us, and it's just like with Nani and Bentley. Life was beginning to turn a corner, and they died. And life was beginning to turn a corner for me and Bandit, and he died. And I can hardly handle it. And I didn't mean to do this, so I'm gonna hang up, and I'm gonna go spend time with my sister, and I don't know when I'll be able to check in again. But all right, everybody, see you on the next video.